Let's begin with some breaking news coming in of an explosion in a village in Rajouri. 2 women and a child have been injured in the blast that occurred in the house of a person identified as Deepak. Now, terrorists had kept IEDs after the firing yesterday. My colleague Pradeep joining us with the details. Pradeep, another bomb attack now taking place after firing, a bomb attack being reported in Rajouri. What are the details? All right, we'll go back to Pradeep in just a bit. He'll be joining us. Now, the incident of the security personnel. Remember, the security personnel increasing vigilance, and those who had placed the bomb allegedly aware that the security personnel will be present there. Pradeep, back online with us. Pradeep, what are the details?
A tragedy has struck again in this upper Dhangri village here in the Rajouri district. Short while back, there was a big explosion because of which 1 child died and 3 other people, including 1 young boy and 2 women, were critically injured. They have been evacuated to hospital. And this is the house where explosion took place. This is the house of Deepak, who was yesterday killed by terrorists. And after killing Deepak and critically injuring his brother, the terrorists seem to have planted improvised explosive device. That was a kind of a booby trap. They knew that. Next morning, security force personnel and the people will be coming there for mourning. And once they will be there, that IED will go off and that will inflict maximum casualty. Exactly the same thing happened just short while back. We were reporting from same house. We were interacting with the people, and after 15 minutes that IED went off and 3 people are said to be critically injured and 1 child lost life, because of which people are quite angry. They are questioning. They are saying that why that place was not properly searched, because since yesterday police personnel as well as army personnel had been there on spot, and they are quite angry and agitated because that time when this explosion took place, many women had come there for mourning. There were also kids standing outside the house. They had tears in their eyes, and see what these cowards have done. They have triggered IED, and because of which there has been casualty. 3 people critically injured, which includes a child and 2 women, and 1 child has lost life. And that means the second time during the last 12 hours the tragedy has struck this upper Dhangri village. And Pak-sponsored terrorists, they have carried out this explosion. What really had happened? Let me explain, viewers, again. Yesterday at about 7 p.m. the terrorists came from the nearby forest. They came to this house. They opened indiscriminate fire. They killed Deepak. His brother was critically injured. He was evacuated to hospital. After that, they went to another house just 50 meters away. There they targeted 2 more family members. Father and son were killed. And after that, they went to the 3rd house. But before leaving this house, what these terrorists did, they planted improvised explosive device. Nobody had an idea that IED was planted there. Today morning, when the women and children had gathered there for mourning, all of a sudden, short while back, that IED went off. There was a massive explosion that shook entire area. This is the same place where from we had been reporting since morning. And because of this explosion, 1 child died, 2 women were critically injured, and 1 child also suffered injuries, and they have been evacuated to hospital. Now the area has been cordoned. Nobody is allowed to move towards this house, and you can see they're properly trying to scan and search this house. The other houses will also be searched, because this was not only improvised explosive device. This was basically a booby trap that was laid by terrorists. They knew that next morning a large number of people will gather there. There will be presence of security force personnel for investigation purpose also. They'll come out to that place, and that is why they had planted this IED, so that when there will be more gathering, they will trigger off this IED, and that will lead to casualty. Though there was no security force casualty, but yes, civilians were injured. 1 young boy killed and 3 other critically injured. They have been evacuated to hospital. That is the story here. I think this should be an eye-opener for all those Pak sympathizers who keep on batting for dialogue with Pakistan, who keep on appeasing this separatist element and beat their chest for them. They need to understand that such people can never be a well-wisher of Kashmiris or people of Jammu and Kashmir region. They are only here to spill blood because they want to make their presence felt. Why? The terrorists are completely rattled. Last year we have seen that 186 terrorists were eliminated during counter-terror operation by security forces, which included 56 Pakistani commanders. And that's one of the reasons that terrorists, in order to boost their sagging morale, they are trying to target this innocent, unarmed civilian. They are not even sparing women and children. Yesterday, they carried out dastardly attack where they targeted members of one particular community. They search for their identity cards, and then this happened. And let me show you again that this is the house. This is the house where IED explosion took place short while back. It shook entire area. People were gathered there for mourning. Women and children were present there when this IED went off. Because of this explosion, one child died, 3 others were critically injured. And you can see the large contingent of security force personnel. They are on spot. They are trying to scan that area. They are trying to ensure that there is no other IED planted. They will be scanning other houses too. So this is a new strategy that has been adopted by terrorists. One, to target particular house, target particular community, so that they can have communal backlash. And after that, lay booby trap there. In the past, we have seen that terrorists used to keep a grenade with them so that once their body is lifted, there can be casualty of security forces. This is for the first time that such a strategy has been adopted by terrorists here in the border district of Rajouri, where IED was planted. IED was planted with one aim, that they wanted to inflict maximum casualty. They knew that next morning security force personnel presence will be there. They knew that people will come there for mourning. That means they wanted to target this particular community. They want to widen that communal fault line. But I think one needs to salute grit and determination of the people of this region also, because despite this number of casualty, they are calm, they are silent, because they can understand and see through sinister plot of Pakistan and Pak proxies how they are trying to make one Indian fight against other Indian. So they will not allow them to succeed in their dirty mission, ugly mission. Let me again show you. This is the house. What really happened yesterday evening at about 7 p.m. from the nearby forest area, 2 terrorists carrying AK-47 rifle and rucksack came out to this place, entered the house of Deepak, opened indiscriminate fire. Deepak had lit a bonfire. He was outside. When they opened indiscriminate fire, his brother Prince was also critically injured. He was evacuated to hospital. Deepak died on spot. And after that, they moved towards nearby area where they targeted 3 more houses. Father and son duo were killed in that particular house. Then they broke one television set, moved towards other house where they targeted 1 more family. 1 person died there. 3 others were critically injured. But before leaving this house, they planted improvised explosive device. That means they laid a booby trap. Idea was to inflict maximum casualty, because this is normal that whenever such incidents take place, security force personnel definitely reach that place. They start investigation. They look for evidence. They try to find out. They interact with the family member. But when this explosion took place, women and children were present there. This shows that they did not even spare women and children. Short while back we saw 1 child died and 3 were critically injured. People are quite angry here. They are raising slogans. They are quite angry. They are protesting because they are asking one question, that why the innocent, unarmed civilians are being targeted. They are saying why the police did not properly scan that area, because they should have, had they properly scanned that area, improvised explosive device would have been detected, and that would have in fact prevented. And so right now you can see they are raising slogans, they are protesting, their anger is there. Obvious reason that they are agitated, because since yesterday we have seen that how terrorists are trying to target innocent unarmed civilians. First they used to fire bullets to target them, and today morning then they did. And let me talk to some of them and try to find out क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप. ये क्या जो
सर हमारी जो कैजुअलिटियां हुई हैं, ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हमें वापस दे सकती है क्या? अभी जो आपके सामने जस्ट इंसिडेंट हुआ है, तो हमारी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कहाँ थी ये सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस क्या कर रहे थे? साले गार्ड बनवा रहे थे. जो पता नहीं कहाँ है, आज ही लगा हुआ, इनको पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं. हम रात से इन्होंने क्या सर्चिंग की, इसलिए 2-2 लाख रुपए तनख्वाह लेते हैं.
देखिए इनका गुस्सा जायज है. इनका कहना है कि ये प्रॉपरली स्कैन क्यों नहीं किया गया था. मैं एक बार फिर से अपने व्यूवर्स को दिखाता हूं. ये घर है दीपक का, जहां कल 7 बजे 2 बंदूक बरदार आतंकवादी जिनके पास AK-47 राइफल थी, वो इस घर में आते हैं. इस घर में अंधाधुंध फायरिंग करते हैं. फायरिंग के दौरान दीपक मारा जाता है. उसका भाई प्रिंस इंजर्ड होता है. लेकिन इस घर से निकलने से पहले पहले वो यहाँ पे एक एक्सप्लोसिव डिवाइस लगा देते हैं ताकि कल दूसरे दिन जब सिक्योरिटी फोर्स पर्सनल आएंगे या लोग आएंगे तो एक और कैजुअलिटी कर सकें। और देखिए वो अपने मकसद में कामयाब हो जाते हैं। थोड़ी देर पहले एक बहुत जोरदार धमाका हुआ, उस समय यहाँ पे औरतें और बच्चे थे जो शोक व्यक्त करने के लिए आए थे। औरतें अंदर बैठी हुई थी, बच्चे थे, एक बच्चे की जान चली गई, उसके चीथड़े उड़ गए और उसके साथ साथ 2 औरतें काफी इंजर्ड हुई हैं और एक और बच्चा भी इंजर्ड हुआ है, उसे इवैक्यूएट कर दिया गया है, उसे अस्पताल पहुंचाया गया है। इस यहाँ पे आईडी लगाने के बाद साथ के घरों में जाते हैं, बाप और बेटे को मारते हैं, उसके बाद दूसरे घर में जाते हैं जहां पे टेलीविजन सेट को तोड़ते हैं, फिर तीसरे घर में जाते हैं, एक और फैमिली को टारगेट करते हैं। देखिए कुछ देर पहले तक हम इसी घर से लगातार रिपोर्टिंग करते आए, कुछ भी हो सकता था। देखिए हम बस रिपोर्टिंग करने के बाद
first was the terror attack, then came the ID blast. Times now reporting live from the attacks at